Good morning, everybody. If I could get everybody to take their seats. Welcome to Juneau. I'm really pleased to see all of you here. You know, we have some new faces in the audience today, so a quick bit of housekeeping before we get started. As a reminder, in the unlikely event of an emergency, please find the exit nearest to you. All exits are clearly marked on both sides of the ballroom. To get started this morning, I first really need to thank, I have a nice long list of thank yous, but first I really need to thank IFSWF and for having the meeting here in Juneau. It has been fantastic, and I hope all of you have gotten a lot out of the meeting the last couple of days, and today we have a great lineup for you as well, but thank you to all the staff at IFSWF. I also want to take this opportunity to thank all of our sponsors. We could not have had such a successful event without you. I also want to thank all the staff of Alaska Permanent Fund Corporation. Wow, you guys really stepped up. And a special shout out to a few people in particular. And I know some of you might be embarrassed by this, but you deserve a special shout out. Pauline Swanson, Sarah Race, Maggie Miners, and Catherine Hatch. You know, sometimes as executives, we can come up with these harebrained schemes to host 200 of our nearest and dearest friends and then hand it off to staff, and it's amazing what they can make happen. And finally, I just want to say thank you to the staff of Logistics, Centennial Hall, and all the volunteers that have stepped up to really help make this event happen. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We've been spending the last 2 days discussing technology, especially with regard to disruption and the value of partnership. And today we're going to move off those themes slightly and talk about where you're sitting physically today. You are now in the part of the United States that makes the United States an Arctic nation. And the Arctic is very different than other parts of the world. And I would encourage you to take a globe and look at it with the viewpoint of the North Pole being dead center, and think about what you see when you look at it. Unlike Antarctica, the Arctic is a body of water surrounded by 8 countries. More than 4 million people reside inside the Arctic Circle. And as you will hear from all of our speakers today, this presents great opportunities as well as significant challenges. With the potential for year-round ice-free polar routes, logistics, transportation, national security, for all of those countries become a very different conversation than what we've historically had. At the same time, retreating glaciers leave behind access to great mineral wealth and the potential for new resource development. The changes are happening fast, and how we respond to those changes will make a difference for a vast number of people around the world. I look forward to spending our third day with all of you and sharing those many challenges and also how to bring those opportunities about. And so with that, I'm going to actually introduce Beth Weldon. She is a lifelong Juneauite. She's had family dating back 4 generations in this community. She's been a commercial fisherman. She owned and operated the Gill Netter FV 7Cs. Beth's public service started as a volunteer for the Capital City Fire and Rescue in Douglas, and then she became paid staff in 1992. She was the first female officer in the department. She retired as division chief. Then she decided to get elected to the City and Borough of Juneau Assembly before being elected mayor in 2018. Please give a warm welcome to Beth Weldon, our mayor, the mayor for the City and Borough of Juneau.
Good morning. Thank you, CEO Rodell. And on behalf of the City and Borough of Juneau, I just want to extend a warm welcome to all of you here today to Alaska's capital city. I know many of you have been here for a few days and enjoyed some spectacular weather, And I know some of you are just getting here and enjoying some not so spectacular weather. But here in Juneau, we are hoping for the rain. We are in a drought, so we appreciate the rain. So I'm sorry it's inconvenient for you, but we're doing our rain dance. So regardless, to each of you, I say welcome. I trust that you'll be enjoying our spectacular scenery, even in the rain, the Great Alaska hospitality, and the fellowship of your business associates. As Alaska, we tend to lose sight of the global stature of the Alaska Permanent Fund Corporation. We recognize the staff that work at the corporation as our friends, our neighbors, our kids' sports team coaches, our officials, or for many of their other community contributions they make throughout the year. As the Alaska Permanent Fund Corporation hosts this annual meeting of the International Forum of Sovereign Wealth Funds, we should take this opportunity to pause and recognize the global role that the corporation holds in the management and investment of one of Alaska's most treasured resources, the Alaska Permanent Fund. In looking around this room, I am certain that each of you has a unique story to tell about how the sovereign wealth funds that you manage and invest contribute to your state, your region, and your countries. I hope that you're inspired by your coming together for this annual meeting and recognize the importance of best practices and governance standards in the work that you do each day on behalf of your constituencies. I know the Alaska Permanent Fund Corporation has been our success story in converting a portion of Alaska's non-renewable resource wealth into a renewable financial resource to benefit all future generations. I applaud the corporation for their work to be recognized within this global forum and on this international stage as it is recognized in our great state. I hope you will enjoy today's programs, which includes a presentation about the challenges and opportunities facing the state of Alaska and Wyoming. You'll also hear about the future of the Arctic, as well as a number of other presentations, including a great keynote speaker, Dr. Vincent Parabone. Tracy's Crab Shack should be a great fun dinner venue tonight, and I hope tomorrow is a great opportunity to network with each other and just ignore the fact that it's Friday the 13th. Again, welcome to Alaska's capital city. I hope you enjoy your visit in Juneau and the rest of your meeting, and thank you for coming to Juneau for your annual meeting.
I'm now pleased to introduce you and welcome to the stage Mr. Majed Romaithi, who is the Executive Director of the Strategy and Planning Department for the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority. Previously, he served as the Executive Director of the Real Estate and Infrastructure Department of ADIA, and he is the second Deputy Chairman of ADIA's Investment Committee. He's been Chairman of the International Forum of Sovereign Wealth Funds since September 2018, previously serving as its Deputy Chairman. Please help me in welcoming Majed.
Good morning, IFSWF members, partners, and friends. On behalf of the Forum's Board, Advisory Committee, and membership, I would like to thank Mayor Weldon for those opening remarks and express our sincere gratitude to the City of Borough of Juneau, the State of Alaska, and the Alaska Permanent Fund for their hospitality today and over the past few days. An event of this size is not an easy endeavor, and we thank you for working so hard with our Secretariat to make this feel home for us. May I also take this opportunity to thank Angela Rodell, CEO of the Alaska Permanent Fund, and the Forum Deputy Chair for the excellent program and the truly insightful speakers. Over the past 2 days, we had a full agenda and many productive discussions that have further progressed our shared objectives and promoted cooperations. Our session on digital disruption and the use of big data, machine learning, artificial intelligence drew upon both the participation of carefully selected experienced investors to learn how they evaluate company and how the potential to disrupt the industries through their understanding of major trends and as a healthcare, water resource efficiency, energy, and agribusiness. This underscores the uniqueness of the IFSWF as a knowledge-sharing platform and for the sovereign wealth fund community. One of the aims of the IFSWF is to help members collaborate on investments. Over the last 4 years, SWF have invested alongside a range of companies and partners. Data sourced by the IFSWF Secretariat suggests that in 2018, the trend accelerated to a new record level, particularly in the unlisted space, such as in private equity, real estate, infrastructure. Last year, this data shows that sovereign wealth fund completed more than double the number of deals as part of a consortium than they did as solo investors. Furthermore, SWF are also increasingly pooling their networks and expertise for mutual benefits of collaborating with a broader range of partners in both new and innovative platforms, as well as more traditional private equity-style transactions. Given the global network and resources at our disposal, I believe we can better leverage the member relationships to explore opportunities for joint investments and between sovereign wealth funds. Over the year, one tangible mark of this forum's success has been its ability to attract and retain new members. As organizations, SWFs differ from each other in many ways, but we do share many similar objectives. And for this reason, it is in their shared interest to welcome new members who can provide fresh insights and perspectives while learning in turn from the existing membership. That's why I'm delighted that we are welcoming several new members to the IFSWF this year as either full members or associate members. And these include FONSES of Senegal, the Egypt Fund, Cyprus, Mongolia, BPI in France, and NIIF of India. Looking forward to today, we have a fascinating program focusing on the Arctic with a truly impressive group of senior and specialized contributors. I'm excited to learn about this important region of the world. Let me close by thanking you for joining us today and committing your time and energy to further developing this important platform for collaboration. Welcome to the IFSWF 2019. Thank you.